Good morning and welcome to the Ag Market Network Export Sales Report Review. It's come out a day late this week because of a holiday on Monday. My name is Pat McClatchy. This is the date of today is October the 17th. We want to welcome you. We're going to do something a little different today. We'll go over our exports and look at the reaction of them. And then we're going to talk about what's happened this week, and then we'll look forward and talk about what we expect to happen looking forward. So let's go ahead and get started with our export numbers. I can tell you some of these are very good and some of these are very bad. Start with cotton. The net sales of cotton, and this would fall into the bad category, is 7,000 bales, 7,000 bales total. That's down 90% from the previous week, and it's down 95% from the 4-week average. When you look at the breakdown, Taiwan took 8,000 bales, Turkey took 7,300 bales, including 1,800 bales switched from China and decreases of 300, and also Thailand took 3,000 bales. Looking at the reaction to the cotton right now, the markets, when the report came out, we were up about 25. Now we're unchanged to down just a little bit, so a negative reaction to a negative number. Let's go next to wheat. Wheat number was 454,000 metric tons. That's up 22% from the previous week, but unchanged for the 4-week average, so that was considered a pretty good number. Looking at the breakdown, Nigeria took 108,100 metric tons. Yemen took 97,300, including 45,000 switched from unknown destinations, and Japan took 85,100. Looking at the reaction of the market, the wheat market actually is right now, it was up 2 cents before this report. Now it's probably down about a half cent to a penny, so it's sold off since the number came out. Now let's look at corn. This is an excellent number. I think the market was expecting a good number, but this is excellent. Just a little bit shy of 2 million metric tons. It's 1,922,800 metric tons. That's a marketing year high. Mexico took 1,071,900 metric tons. Japan took 214,700 metric tons, including 148,600 switched from unknown destinations. Venezuela took 124,000 metric tons, including 94,000 metric tons switched from unknown destinations. The reaction in the corn market, corn was up about a half cent before this report. Right now, corn's down about a penny and a half. So like I said, there was some expectation for a good number. This is an excellent number. Now let's look at soybeans. The soybean net sales was 935,000 metric tons. That's very close to the same level as last week. The breakdown, China took 709,400 metric tons, including 242,200 switched from unknown destinations and decreases of 66,900. Taiwan took 77,100. Germany took 75,500. And the reaction in the bean market, beans were down 3 when the number came out. Now beans are down 5. So most of the reactions across the board have been negative to a little bit negative. So now let's talk a little bit about what's happened this week. And looking at the breakdown, we've had some things happening this week. The grain and oilseeds have been mostly trading up throughout the week. I think if you look at the reason for that, we had the dollar selling off throughout the week. That's typically positive for commodities. At the same time, in grain and oilseed and corn and soybeans, we've seen some poor weather, harvest conditions in the Midwest, and I think that's been a reason that the market could firm up some. But I think as we look at how much we've rallied this week, I think most of this rally was due to short covering. Funds have been pretty heavily short for months, and we're at a point now where as the market rallies, we're starting to see some of them start taking profits, which means they're buying back their short contracts. And we've seen this week The wheat market is traded up throughout the week 21 cents. The corn market is traded throughout the week. It is up 17 cents from where it started the week. And soybeans throughout the week have traded up. They're up 41 cents. As far as what to expect, what I'm expecting is for this market to probably start moving back down again. Although we did think the market could bottom out around the 1st of October, I think it's probably moved a little bit more than we had anticipated, and I expect the market to retreat and sell back off over the next week or two. Now, looking at cotton this week, with the grain and oilseed down, the cotton market has actually been down, which I think is a sign that the cotton market is weak, and we're going to see that market continuing to trend lower over the next month. We're looking at since last Friday's close, cotton's down about 65 to 70 right now. Looking at other things that affect the market, the dollar has been definitely down this week. When the dollar's down, that's good for commodities, so that's been supportive. Crude oil has its own story. It's been down throughout the week. The gold market has been up this week. Most commodities have been up this week. Looking forward into next week, what to expect? I expect the grains to start rolling over and heading back down. I think cotton over the next month will continue to grind lower. It might spend quite a bit of its time trading sideways, but I think we'll continue to work lower. Remember, the seasonal tendency in cotton is to move down into the second half of November, and we expect that. There's talk about 57 to 58 to the downside for December cotton. There's talk about 55 to the downside. There are even some people talking lower levels. So let's wrap up our meeting for today. Thanks for joining us today at our export sales review. Hope you'll join us next week. We'll be back to doing our report on Thursday. We hope you'll join us then. But thanks for joining us today.